Dragon Ball is a series with a very huge fan base that reaches all the way across the world. And like every big fan base, there are good things and bad things about it. Now, as a disclaimer, I will say this video specifically focuses on what I believe to be the minority, but even so, these problems are far too common for me to keep silent about anymore. So I present you the 4 biggest issues with the Dragon Ball fandom. The first big issue with the Dragon Ball fandom is the misinformation and the clickbait. Now, this is a big problem plaguing YouTube as a whole recently, but clickbait has been one of the biggest issues years before it started affecting YouTube. This kind of stuff really started back in the day with Dragon Ball AF, something that fooled pretty much every hardcore Dragon Ball fan from the early 90s and 2000s. Now, I don't see this as a big deal because the franchise had just recently ended and we all wanted more content. But now it's gotten ridiculous. You'll see a video with some terrible Photoshop picture of Super Saiyan White Ultimate Goku fighting Zeno. And to me, what's even worse is all the misinformation being spread around the community that catches on like wildfire. People even go so far as to misinform fans just to win stupid arguments with each other. They'll claim Toriyama said something in some interview that backs up whatever argument they're making, knowing they either heard it from some other person who misinformed them or they just made it up on the spot. The second big issue I have with the Dragon Ball fandom is all the overly nostalgic fans. These people are so driven by their old childhood love for Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and sometimes even GT that they'll hate anything new that comes after it. This has most recently become an even bigger problem since Super came out. A lot of these nostalgic fans want Super to be exactly like Z, otherwise they'll think it's trash. I'm not saying some of their complaints aren't justified, but these people tend to go completely overboard with their criticism. And the worst part is, they'll complain about the exact same problems that are in the original series they're so nostalgic for. Honestly, this is one of the most annoying and childish aspects of the fandom. Now, this may turn some people off, but this has been bugging me for years now, and that's all of the Chi-Chi haters. I have to say, the shit she gets from the Dragon Ball fans is utterly ridiculous sometimes. I get not liking a certain character for their traits, but people act like she's the worst character ever written. Normally I wouldn't put something like fans not liking a character on this kind of list, but the problem is she's hated for all the wrong reasons. The majority of hate Chi-Chi gets is from fans not understanding characters or the series as a whole. Let's be real here, people hate her because they think she ruined Gohan, and that's utterly ridiculous to me. If these people actually understood either of these characters, or even just went back and watched the series, they realize how silly that is. I won't go into a long rant about this topic, I might make a video on it one day. I'll just say the people that feel this way about Chi-Chi should probably go back and read up on the series a few more times before jumping on this bandwagon. Now, this problem kind of affects the whole anime community, but holy crap, this is really evident in the Dragon Ball fandom, and that's the language elitists. These people honest to God believe that unless the series is watching the dub they prefer, then it's garbage. Not only that, but they also seem to think that they're somehow smarter and superior just because they like a certain dub of the show. Dragon Ball has gone through many different dubs over the years, but the 4 that stick out the most are the original Japanese sub, the original Funimation dub, the Ocean dub, and the Kai dub. Let me tell you, the flame wars between these 4 factions are something of legends. And it's not even just the voice acting, people actually get into fights over the music. It's gotten so bad that you can't go on a single Dragon Ball video without someone pointing out how much they hate a particular voice or music track. Of all the issues I pointed out, this one irks me the most. I'm personally of the mindset that you like what you like and you don't have to be an asshole about it. Just watch the version you want and let other people watch the version they want. Anyway, those are 4 issues I personally find with the Dragon Ball fandom. Let me know what you guys think about it, good or bad. Personally, I love this fandom despite what I said in this video. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'm the Anime Guy. See you next time, folks.